Hello my crafty friends, I'm Monica with Last Chance, and on my channel we discuss all things dealing with self-sufficiency. Today I'm going to show you how to harvest corn. This is the corn that I plucked a couple of weeks ago. It's the very small ones, the premature ones, so I'm probably going to use this for popcorn or for eating. But the first thing you will need to do this is your corn. The next thing you will need is an airtight bag. Additionally, you will need a regular plastic bag that you get at the store. And finally, you will need a hairband or a rubber band or something like that. To start, take your corn, break off the grain, put the corn and your hand inside the bag, and you're going to put the band, the hairband, all around your wrist. It will look like this, that's fine. And then very slowly flick off the corn. This is the free way to do it. I recommend this way simply because it keeps the corn kernels intact. And sometimes if you don't use the bag, the corn kernels go flying all over the place, and that's not something you want to have in your garden. So, this way, you let the kernels pass through your fingers, and it's a pretty easy way to do this. I'm going to turn off the camera while I work. This ear was eaten by corn flea beetles, and you can see a good example of that right here. Corn flea beetles will only eat the yellow kernels, and they will leave a big hole in them. Frequently, they will also mostly eat the seed part of the yellow kernels. Here is another good example. And here you'll also see some of the eggs for the corn flea beetle. When this happens, I don't use any pesticides at all, and it's not much of a problem for me anymore. But when you see this damage, this is corn flea beetle damage, and the way to save the seed is when you separate it, put it in a plastic bag that is airtight for about a month. Because this has corn flea beetles, because this has a problem with corn flea beetles, I'm probably going to put all of the corn I'm harvesting in a bag for about a month. And you leave this bag in a place where it doesn't get any sunlight, but the lack of air will kill the corn flea beetles and will make the corn safe for humans. I am separating the corn that is infected with the corn flea beetles. Here's the bag with the corn that is good. Here's the corn, the tiny premature corn crop that has been infected. I will put it completely in a different bag, and when I store it, I will store it for about a month in this bag. This is still good corn. This can still be used. It can still be eaten. We just have to get rid of the pests. I am leaving on the kernels that either are infected or You can hear a member of my pest control and fertilization team meowing to be let inside. Corn flea beetles only will eat the yellow corn because they are sweeter. European settlers realized that yellow corn was sweeter, which is why they began genetically breeding the corn so that it would be yellow, which is why whenever you think of corn now, you think of yellow. But this has also meant that the solid yellow corn causes the corn flea beetle, there's nothing on that, okay, no, it causes the corn flea beetle to have a feast every year on what we would call regular store-bought corn. And it's for this reason that farmers now put a lot of insecticides on their corn so to kill off pests like the corn flea beetle and the cornworm. This I left on the kernels that have the corn flea beetle damage. This is not good for the compost. You have to throw this away. That's the corn that was infected, and I will put that into this bag when I'm done with all of it. So now, the other bag and the other corn. This is the corn that is possibly contaminated with the corn flea beetles. So I'm going to put it into this bag, and it's a simple matter of just pouring it in. The life of the corn flea beetle has never really been very well researched, but I have noticed that if I keep, from my own research, from my own experience, I have noticed that if I keep it in the bag for 2 weeks, I will get like 99% of the corn flea beetles. And if I keep it in the bag for a full month, I will get all of them. They don't lay eggs, they don't hatch, they don't do anything. So I just choose to keep it in the bag for a full month when I see them, when I see the issue. It's important that the bag be airtight, otherwise these creatures really will just eat and eat and eat. So make sure the bag is airtight. Flatten it out as best as I can. To make this airtight, flatten it out. Roll it up. Roll it up some more. Don't let the corn escape. It can go to the other side. Roll it up. Get it as tightly packed as I can, or as you can. And there. That way, no air gets in part of it. And now, I'm going to do the same thing with the stuff that I know that is not contaminated, just to be on the safe side. Here's the corn that I know is not contaminated. And again, pour that into a bag and leave it for at least 2 weeks. Most likely a month. Come on. Yes, I find it helps to talk to inanimate objects. And yes, I'm still a little bit sick, which is why my voice is about an octave lower. Again, flatten it out. Get out all the air. And there you have it. You can use this corn immediately to make things like cornmeal, corn flour. You can use it for corn oil, but because it is a flint corn, I don't always recommend it. But or for corn syrup also, but this is a good one for popcorn. This is also sellable. Or you can keep it for next year to start again, to grow more corn. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and God bless. Bye.